We have some breaking news to talk about in this video because according to one of the most reliable Call of Duty leakers ever, Tranzit Remastered is unofficially confirmed by this leaker, as that is apparently what we're seeing at the end of the trailer. But not only that, they're also claiming that Mob of the Dead will also be in Black Ops 7, and that is also what we're seeing in the teaser. We need to dive into this because this is absolutely insane. This is some breaking news, and I think the first thing you're gonna notice is, John, you look like you're in a different place. What the heck's going on? So yeah, last time I did a face cam video talking about Black Ops 7, I was actually at my friend's wedding, reacting to the trailer, talking about it in a full tuxedo. That was a really interesting experience from all of the comments, the memes. I appreciate all of that. And yeah, I'm in a different setup again, but this time I'm in a hotel because I'm actually on holiday for a week. This is my first holiday since Black Ops 6 released. I wasn't expecting to record or make any videos whilst out here, but I'm out for a week, and this news broke on Twitter about 2 hours ago, and I'm like, you know what? I can't wait on this. This cannot wait a week until I'm back home. We need to talk about this right now. So let's just dive into everything. So get you guys up to speed, tell you exactly what's going on. So all this information comes from the Ghost of Hope, who's one of the most reliable Call of Duty leakers within the Twitter industry. Everything that he's tweeted about Call of Duty over the last few years, leak-wise, has almost always come true. And every time the Ghost of Hope shares something, you want to take notice. At the very least, he has been right like 99% of the time. So whenever something is claimed by him, he literally just leaked Modern Warfare 4 last week and has leaked a ton of details about Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6. So yeah, this is pretty big news. And all his tweet was just this. It was several eye emojis, then an image of Mob of the Dead and an image of Tranzit. Now that's implying that these maps are going to be in Black Ops 7 Zombies. We got a reply from someone called The Real Minsky, who said, I really don't think that cell part was Mob, and I don't think it's Tranzit Remastered or even reimagined. At the most it's inspired, which is why there's a bus. Happy to be wrong though. And the Ghost of Hope simply replied, it's just straight up a Tranzit Remaster from what I've been told for months. And I heard it's Mob with the cells in the trailer. What the heck? Like, we can all agree that when we saw the Zombies teaser, we assumed that this could be Tranzit. We weren't jumping 100% saying this is Tranzit, but there are so many clues in that basically signify that this is Tranzit, but we just couldn't be 100%. Like, of course, we've got a vehicle driving towards the zombies that looks like a bus with two bright headlights. We can tell that we're in a farm location because there's an old farm windmill, which means that this is a farm location. We have farm in transit. We've compared the old Tranzit to what we believe to be the same position of Tranzit in this trailer, and they do match up quite well, although there is some little differences. But what we were told is that all of the maps are set in the heart of the Dark Ether, and judging by the skybox, the colors, this part is definitely in the Dark Ether, and we definitely thought it was Tranzit. But the Ghost of Hope here is just straight up saying this is a Tranzit remaster. It's not a Tranzit remake, it's not a Tranzit reimagining, it's not Tranzit inspired, it's just 100% a Tranzit remake. And I'm reading this and I'm in disbelief because we all are seeing this and thinking that it is Tranzit, but we just don't know for sure. And the Ghost of Hope has never usually ever been wrong. So him saying this is a Tranzit remaster, this is almost 100%, maybe 99% unofficially confirmed at this point that that is Tranzit that we are seeing. And it's interesting because if we look in the history of Tranzit remasters per se, we never got it in Black Ops 4, but we did get assets from Tranzit remastered in a multiplayer map, where we had the literal bus remastered, we had Ted remastered, we had parts of Diner remastered and the lava, and then Blackout, we had several sections of Tranzit remastered. So it seems like the plan has been for at least for a long time for Treyarch to remaster Tranzit. We've just never seen it, and we never saw it in Cold War, we never saw it in Black Ops 6. And I mean, at the end of that trailer, if that wasn't Tranzit, then I would be really, really surprised. But it's kind of one of those where for so many years we've been like, that looks like Tranzit. Like, we had the Cold War Zombies first ever gameplay teaser, and we thought it was the power room of Tranzit, and it wasn't. There's been so many times where we've been bamboozled by stuff that looks like Tranzit and actually didn't end up being Tranzit. But this is the most likeliest time that we've ever seen something where we're like, that literally looks like Tranzit. Like, so many people assumed it's Tranzit, and Ghost of Hope is saying this is Tranzit. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. We can't say this is 100% confirmed because it's not officially confirmed by Activision or Treyarch, but the Ghost of Hope saying this is pretty much almost the next best thing to that. So let me know what you think about this. Tranzit Remaster, almost 100% confirmed by the Ghost of Hope there, but it doesn't end there because he mentioned that that section of the prison cells in the teaser trailer, that is Mob of the Dead. And a lot of us assumed it, but there were quite a few sort of like differences that we were almost like, you know what? It does look a bit like it, but there's also a lot that doesn't look a little bit like it. And the fact that the prison cell has cells on both sides of the room, so at least from a spawn room matchup, it doesn't match. And the same for Blood of the Dead. It's like, it's remade to be that exact same old spawn room, and we just have cells on one side. We don't have them on both. However, if you go down any other sections of Mob, like Michigan Avenue, that's got cells on both sides. So it could match up there. We also have like a pair of hands clawing to like the cell doors. And we were like, what the heck, who are they? And it's strange because again, it looked like Mob, but it could have also just been something from Campaign. Like that wouldn't be too far-fetched at all. And again, we've been bamboozled many times in the past where things look like they could be something that they're not, but they're showing it to us, making us think otherwise. But according to the Ghost of Hope, that is Mob. And I'm here thinking, right, okay, Transit to me at least makes sense because we, the community, have wanted it for so many years. We've requested it almost every single Black Ops game. So Transit coming back, at least that makes sense. But Mob of the Dead, we've already seen come back as a remake of Blood of the Dead, be it that they are very different maps. They play so different. It's not a faithful remaster. It's a completely different map at that point that just has some elements of Mob of the Dead. So they are very, very different. And for the original version of Mob to come back, that would be extremely exciting. Story-wise, it makes sense because at the end of Tag der Toten, we literally see Blood of the Dead go into the Dark Aether. So we've got visual proof that that exists in the Dark Aether. Like we saw that being sent. We know it's implied that everything got sent in the Dark Aether, but we specifically were shown Blood of the Dead going in there. So we can at least confirm that, yeah, that area, that location is 100% in the Dark Aether now. So that's not off the cards. And we know from the description of Zombies that it's a new chapter set in the heart of the Dark Aether, which implies every map is in the Dark Aether. Transit looked to be in the Dark Aether from the skybox and the colors, definitely very dark. And Mob also has that sort of blue tinge to it, which we never saw in the original maps. And that's just how things could look sort of lighting wise now in the Dark Aether. So it's just kind of crazy. We had someone else that replied saying, if Transit's back, I'm quitting my job. And the Ghost of Hope replied, it's in the trailer, dude. Like he's just straight up saying it. He's just saying it is there. And I'm just sort of in disbelief. Like, if we got one map, you know, if we got Transit, like that's cool. I would be so stoked, and it looks like that's what we are getting. But then if we didn't get that and we got Mob instead, I would also be very excited. But the fact that we are getting both, and they were both shown in the teaser trailer, like it wasn't like we just got Mob potentially shown or Transit potentially shown, we had both. So does this mean that we're getting a Transit remaster and a Mob of the Dead remaster on launch? 2 map remasters? Could that happen? I don't know. And I'm also like, would Transit Remastered even be a thing when the original was so hated and so fundamentally flawed that a remaster would genuinely not be enough to make the map good? It needs to be overhauled to make a lot of the things that made that map infuriating a lot easier to navigate and a lot easier to do. So I don't really know what to think or what to say. Like, the Ghost of Hope is never ever wrong, and I truly believe that what he's saying is true. It's just really hard to comprehend and sort of like consider that at the end of the year we could be booting up Black Ops 7 and playing Transit Remastered and Mob of the Dead Remastered as our launch Zombies maps, compared to like what we've been experiencing in Black Ops 6, which has been completely original. It's just crazy to even think about. But let me know your thoughts about this all down below in the comments section. I would love to hear it. And also, if you appreciate the fact that I'm making videos for you guys whilst on holiday, my first one since Black Ops 6, go ahead and drop a thumbs up, as I would really, really appreciate that. all the memes and comments about the tuxedo thing it was great. And by the way, my friends were not at all annoyed at me by that. They completely understood. They also do content creation, so they completely understand it. I've known them for so long. It was so cool. I didn't miss any important bits, so that's fine. And the memes from that also, they found it hilarious too. So it all worked out. But yeah. Didn't expect to make a video whilst on holiday, but here we go. But I'm away for the next 6 days. So there'll be loads of videos coming out on the channel, like as if I wasn't anywhere. Like there's still gonna be a ton of content, so it won't feel like I've gone anywhere. Would really appreciate all the support on those videos as well. But if there's any more breaking Black Ops 7 news, I'll be sure to cover it. I will be whipping out this camera and we'll be talking again, because your boy is making sure that you guys never miss any news when it comes to Black Ops 7, if it's leaks, official news, details. Rumors are we're getting something new on June 20th as pre-orders apparently go live with posters that you can get from GameStop. So that's when I'm assuming the next big piece of official Black Ops 7 news is gonna be, but who knows if there's gonna be even more leaks in between that time. So make sure you're subscribed, guys, turn on that bell. Really appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I'll catch you for another video very, very soon.